And we are live. Hey there. Good to see everybody. I just want to stop in and drop a word with you, drop a word into your spirit on today. I'm so excited, just so excited. I just want to just share this and then I'm going to be out. I just want to spend a few minutes sharing this with you. So, how are you doing today? I am excited. I hope that you are having a fabulous day. A fabulous day. I was just sitting here going through some things, and this thought popped into my head. You must break through your barriers. And I was like, wow, that is so profound. And I know that that message came from me first because I have some barriers that I am working on breaking through. And I wanted to come and share it with you. How many of you would say that you have barriers of your own? Just raise your hand right where you are. I know you're by yourself, and nobody can see you, but go ahead and raise your hand and say, yeah, I have some barriers. I have some barriers. And I personally have had some barriers that I believe that have been trying to stop me from moving forward to be as great as I believe that I can be, or as great as I want to believe that I can be. When I was a little girl, I went through some things. My dad and my mom broke up when I was about 10 years old. And as I sat here thinking about those barriers, I realized that it was at that time that my change began. Even before then, I was not a confident little girl. I went through different changes, low self esteem. But after my dad moved out, my low self esteem went even lower. It went even lower to the point where I was like, wow, scared to look people in the eye, scared to walk down the street and interact with people. I would be walking down the street, see a group of people, and cross the street to go on the other side. I didn't have low self esteem. I had no self esteem. And then it got to the point where I started missing my dad and began looking for love in all the wrong places. I made some mistakes, ended up pregnant, and ended up dropping out of high school in my senior year and went on welfare. And one day I had a Rhema moment that I had so much more inside of me than to be sitting around waiting for a check every month. And I eventually got a job and things began to go up from there. I had my own business and everything began to work out. So I want to leave these three things that I learned from that experience with you. The first thing is what happens to you does not have to dictate to your value, but it can if you let it. Sometimes you can go through things in life and it can make you feel so low, like I felt when my dad moved out. It can make you feel so low and so worthless, like you don't even matter. And subconsciously, if you are not careful, you can carry that throughout the whole rest of your life and feel like you don't matter. You can feel like you don't deserve to have the best things in life. But you do deserve it and you do matter. You do deserve to have the finer things in life. Another thing that I learned was that a failure or a mistake is just that. It's a failure. It's a mistake. It's an event. It's not a person. It's something that happened to you. It's not who you are. So don't allow your mistakes or your failures to reach a certain goal to determine your sense of who you are or who you're not. In other words, don't allow your mistakes to put you in a place where you say, well, I messed up. I might as well give up. Don't get to the point where you're throwing up your hands in frustration because you made some mistakes in life. Because guess what? It's just a mistake. People make mistakes every day. Steve Jobs was fired from the company that he founded in his garage because he was not capable of managing a business. But Jobs did not let that stop him. He went on and started two other businesses and ended up being hired back at the very company that he founded, the very company that fired him as CEO. You see, it's not over until you throw up your hands in frustration and quit for good. Because sometimes you might be sitting there and say, you know what, I'm not going to go any further. I don't want to do this anymore. And sometimes you may quit. But just because you quit today doesn't mean that it's over tomorrow. Because guess what? Tomorrow is a brand new day. And if you have thrown in the towel already, I have come to encourage you to get up off of that couch, get up off of your chair, go and pick up that towel, pick yourself up, pick up one foot after the other, and start moving and stepping in the right direction, because it's not over and you don't have to quit right here. And finally, before I leave, I just want to jump on and say a few words. Finally, I want to say is that you can start right where you are, move forward, and have total success. Yeah, get a new plan. Get a new plan. Sit down and revisit the vision, revisit the dream. Get crystal clear. I always hear Ron Tallarico say this. Get crystal clear on what it is that you want, and then start moving forward in that direction. Get it in your mind. This is what I want. Get determined about it. I'm not going to give up until I get it. And then refuse to quit, refuse to give up as you make steps on a daily basis towards achieving that goal for what you want. There is greatness on the inside of you. There's something special and unique about you. There's some things that you have been put on this earth specifically to do. Don't let your barriers, your self-imposed barriers, don't let those barriers that have been imposed upon you by life, don't let the barriers that other people put upon you stop you from moving forward and achieving your goals. You go ahead and be as big, as bad, as powerful, as bodacious, as successful as you were born to be. You were born to succeed. You were born for greatness. So I came to encourage you to keep moving forward, get out of your own way, and go ahead out there and do what you were put here to do. I'll say it again. There's something special and unique about you. There's greatness in you. And as my mentor, Les Brown, would say, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Talk to you soon. Bye now.